What's up, guys? Welcome back to Healthy Recipe. We're going to be making a delicious chicken stir fry today. We're going to be using chicken breast, so it's going to be lighter and lower in fat. It's going to be loaded with veggies, super delicious. So let's get right to work. Okay, so this is what we're going to use today. I have here, this is hot sesame oil. Basically, it's just sesame oil that I put some chili peppers, the dry ones, to infuse it. You can use just regular sesame oil if you like, or if you do have hot oil and like it spicy, you can use that. I have 2 chicken breasts that are sliced into small slivers, small, about 1-inch pieces across. 2 cups of broccoli flowerets, and these have been broken down into small bite-sized pieces. 1 large red onion, just been sliced. 1 tablespoon of, I use Red Baron, I believe it is, organic flour. You could use whatever flour you prefer. Lawry's garlic salt, because I don't have any fresh garlic here today for some reason. I'm using 2 zucchinis, cut them in half, and then half moons. It's about, I would say, 3 cups of zucchini halves. Soy sauce. Fresh minced ginger, about 1 cup of scallions, and I cut them pretty small. I like them this size. Some people like them in their stir fry longer. They actually cut the scallions in about 1.5-inch pieces and leave them like that. I just prefer the little pieces. And I got 1 large carrot that I had that I basically just cut in half and then sliced it across. And I'm using 1 tablespoon of raw honey to sweeten the sauce a little bit, give it a little bit of sweetness. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to get our chicken ready. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit of Lawry's garlic salt, and we're going to sprinkle over the chicken, probably about 1/2 teaspoon or so. Going to mix that in, nice and even. You can use your hands if you like. Okay, so once we mix that in, we're going to take the flour and kind of coat the chicken. And what this does is it gives it a little bit of thickness to the sauce, number 1, and also it kind of like seals the chicken in, the juices, when we stir fry it, and it makes it nicer, like a nicer crust on the outside. I'll show you guys what I mean. And it's only 1 tablespoon of flour. It's not like we're eating a bunch of cookies, or a cup of flour. It's not a lot. For the effects that it has, in my opinion, it's worth using it. Alright, so basically, go ahead and separate this. So you want to get the outside of your chicken lightly coated with the flour, because the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to drop the hot oil in the wok and stir fry this with the ginger to infuse it with some flavor. Okay, so we want about 2 tablespoons and 1.5 tablespoons of I'm using peanut oil to saute with. And you want to get this nice and hot on high heat. And we're going to start dropping in our chicken. See, I want it even hotter than that, so we'll just watch that. And you want to separate the chicken pieces as much as you can as they come in, so you won't have them all stuck together. in the end. This is going to build a really nice crust on the outside and seal in all that juice and moisture so we don't get the dry chicken. We're basically going to cook this for about 3 to 4 minutes, 3/4 of the way through, and then we take it out and put our veggies into that same oil. Okay, so you see how the chicken's all nice and coated. It already looks a little golden, looks beautiful, nice color. We're going to set that aside now. And in the same wok, with that little bit of oil, we're going to use to saute our veggies, starting with the onions. And it's going to pick up all of that flavor from the bottom that's stuck to the wok. I'm just going to scoop that up. I'm going to go ahead and drop the ginger in. We'll lower the heat down to medium just to soften the onions. While this is cooking, I'm going to take about a tablespoon of honey, about 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. I'm going to take some of our sesame oil, hot sesame oil, about 1 tablespoon of hot sesame oil. I'm going to mix that nice. I'm going to set this aside, add more veggies, bring up the heat up to high now on the wok. A little bit more oil, about a 1/2 tablespoon. Bringing the heat up to high again. Now we're going to drop in our broccoli. And our carrots. Now the reason why I don't put the zucchini in yet is because the zucchini will cook in 2 seconds and turn to mush. So these veggies are a little bit tougher. I want to get them softened up. Okay, now we're going to throw in our chicken that's cooked about 3/4 of the way through. And that has some liquid in it. As the veggies cook down and the chicken cooks down, it's going to release a little bit of moisture into this, so that way you don't have to use too much oil. Okay, now we're going to take our zucchini, throw them in. They're also going to release some more moisture as they cook. Gonna give it about 2 minutes to finish cooking, and then we're gonna add our sauce, stir it in another minute, and we'll be ready to serve. This is also when we add some of our garlic salt in. I'm doing about a teaspoon or so. Stir it up. Now we're gonna go ahead and drop a stir fry sauce that we made. And this is gonna thicken a little bit because of that flour in the chicken, and also the honey adds the sweetness. It's spicy with that sesame hot oil. Look how beautiful that looks, guys. And this is how I love my food. That's how we should all love our food, with plenty of color, lots of vegetables, lots of flavor, lots of life. So that's basically done. The chicken is nice and cooked. The sauce has coated our veggies, mixed in with a little bit of flour for the chicken left in the pan. We got a nice thick coating of sauce and flavor on all of our veggies and our chicken. We're gonna get some rice, and we're gonna serve this right over rice. Okay, one ingredient that I forgot to add, guys, was the minced scallions. That's gonna add also more color and even more flavor. Just gonna give them a toss, and now we're really ready to serve. Okay, so I got some beautiful jasmine rice that I cooked earlier today for another recipe. If you guys want to see the recipe for this, I'll link it, and I'm gonna use it as my base or my canvas for this beautiful stir fry. You can certainly use noodles. You could use any other kind of carbohydrate you'd like to add if you're doing carbohydrates. If not, you can eat it just like this. There's plenty of veggies in here that you don't need to add anything. I just happened to have the rice around, so I figured I would use it. So look how beautiful that dish is, guys. Tons of color, tons of flavor, smells amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Remember to subscribe for daily recipe videos if you haven't already. Give us a thumbs up if you loved it, and I'll see you guys really soon on the next one. So it's time to dig in and taste this recipe. I can tell you it looks really delicious. Oh my God. It's spicy. Right away I get that hot spicy oil taste with the sesame oil, a little bit of sweetness from the honey, saltiness from the soy sauce. Beautiful flavor of ginger. When you have it with the rice, it kind of balances it all out. Wow. This is amazing. And there's so many ways that it can be made just with a few simple steps.